welcome back to my channel, Aquarius. This is Praagh with Follow Your Arrow Tarot. And I will be doing the monthly tarot card reading for the sign of Aquarius for the month of October 2018. So Aquarius, let's get right into it. Aquarius, meditating on your sign, researching your sign this month, you have a lot of self-lessons that you are learning and going through for the month of October. But I feel like you've been going through these for quite a bit of the year 2018. I noticed there was a lot of overlap in my notes that I was taking as I was meditating and researching your sign. A lot of the same topics came up for this month that came up for you last month, Aquarius. So you're still fluidly working on those spiritual issues in all aspects of your life. Okay, I feel like this month, Aquarius, you have an impulsivity to be out there in the world. I feel like a lot of times Aquarius is the life of the party. I feel like Aquarius is the type of person who they're the type of sign that has tons of friends. Whereas some signs has, a few really tight, close friends that they may have had for a very long time. Aquarius kind of knows no stranger. You are the type of person that you do have close friends, but you, for the majority, have a lot of acquaintances. And you do have a big seat of friends, and you like that. You like being out in the world. You like people seeing you. You like people knowing your name. And so I really feel for the month of October, you're really going to be out there. You want to be seen. You want to socialize. But I really want you to be mindful and cognizant I really feel like with the messages that came last month and the ones that are coming in for this month, Aquarius, you really need to pay a lot of attention to your inner world. So I'm not saying necessarily you have to take a break from that, but I do think that you need to challenge your ideas and your thoughts on the motivation of why you want to be so outwardly in the world. But you also need to take a little bit more time for yourself because you're going through a lot of internal changes, both spiritually and psychologically, that I'm not sure that you may or may not be aware of. But now is really the time not to ignore those. Okay. I still feel like I had said, this came up again when I was meditating like last month for your reading. For some of you, and like I've said in many of my videos, this is a general reading. Not all messages may resonate with all of you. But I'm still feeling like that, you're having issues with your identity and who you are. And I really feel like you're fighting, or you've been fighting to hold your ground on your values. I really think that you have very concrete, deep-seated white and black values and belief systems that possibly have rubbed others wrong in the past, or may have been the source of conflict and possible ending of relationships in your past. And you're staying true to them, not meaning that those values and beliefs that you have are not right for you or not good ones. But I do feel that sometimes in the past you may have had this Two of Cups love connection, but that ended, and that left you really having to think about what things you added to the relationship. I get the feeling like you're very... For some of you, Aquarius, you're very, very particular. Like I just really feel like you tell people, this is how it is, this is how I want it to be, and if you don't like it, whatever. And I'm really thinking that you're starting to see that and possibly changing that way, that emperor type attitude. Funny. All right, so around October 5th, we're going to have Venus in retrograde in your 10th house, Aquarius. Of career, revision of all life aspects and in professional life. So I really feel like Aquarius, there's the Emperor again, you're really concerned a lot in the month of October about finances and about your career. I really get the feeling like you're concentrating more about all about work, who you're meeting, who you're seeing, who you're talking to, your web of friends and contacts. You may be switching careers right now. You may be changing careers. You may be changing to an entirely different career. You maybe you're changing what you're doing in the job you have. I feel like you're resigning a contract or possibly doing a letter of resignation, like you're quitting a job. And not that it's a bad quit. I just think you're tired of it, or you want to do something new. I feel like Aquarius, like you, for the past year, a lot of you change a lot. You change relationships a lot. You change your mind a lot. You change your work. You're someone that's probably had like 3, 4, 5 jobs in the past year. For some of you that I'm feeling this energy from, there's workplace change this month. And I think for the most part, you're loving it. You're liking it. But something's telling you to slow you down. I think Aquarius is having you kind of have that fool kind of energy. I feel like spontaneous and seize the day and do what you feel like and live life. But I feel like you need to be a little bit more responsible. Something's telling me 5-year plan. You need to come up with, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And you need some more. You need some more earth energy. You need some more grounding in your life. You need some more discipline, and you need some forethought in what you're going to do for your future. I don't think you've really thought about that for some of you that I'm feeling. And then tell me, I feel like Aquarius is like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, but I want to challenge Aquarius, and to those of you, because a lot of you are needing to go through some deep internal spiritual work. I want you to ask yourself, what are you going to do 200 years from now? And I know you probably are watching this and you're like, what? I'm probably not going to live past 100. Probably not going to be on the Today Show with that picture on the Smucker's 100 birthday thing. But I think some of you know, but not a lot of Aquarius have really come to the realization that we are eternal beings. Okay? Past lives. I mean, whatever you believe, but I do believe we live more than just this lifetime. And so Aquarius, where do you see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Heck, 200 years from now? Where would you like to see yourself? That's a really, really deep thought. But Aquarius, I think that you like to think about weird things like that sometimes. And I don't think it's too weird, but let's see. October 8th, we will have a new moon in Libra in your 9th house, Aquarius, of your higher mind and faith. So I think you are starting to, some of you dabble in spirituality and your faith and redefining that for yourself. Just make sure, Aquarius, that you remain balanced and level-headed this month. Some of you I feel like to go on wild tangents and theories and thoughts and like changing your job. Like, I did this for a month. Now I want to, do this. Like, okay, I want you to try to bring in temperance into your life, more balance, more stability. Okay, you really need that. Let's see. I think there's a lot of changes, Aquarius, going on in your deep psyche. I think there's a lot of changes mentally that you don't even know that's going on. Possibly some downloading going on for you while you're dreaming, but I don't feel like you're vividly dreaming. But there is a lot of work going on when you're sleeping, I feel. So if you feel tired and restless, like you've slept, but you just don't feel like you've slept, I think that's why. October 19th, Mercury will be in Scorpio. In your 10th house of career, squaring with your home sign of Aquarius. So I feel, Aquarius, you're going to have some mental stress this month. I feel like your energy is very speedy, like almost like someone who drinks like energy drinks or Red Bulls or what's Amp or I feel like spastic kind of like this month. Hopefully that's not like you're doing bad stuff, but I just feel like maybe you're someone who drinks a lot of coffee. Like, be mindful of what you're consuming right now. I think for some of you there's some tension, arguing. If you're in relationships, I feel like a lot of Aquarius maybe be single, but if you're in a relationship, I really feel like you're not focused on love right now. You're not focused on your relationship, and that may be causing some problems because you're so social, so out in the world, so with your career. Maybe you're someone who is a workhorse. You work. Yeah. And then we've got the full moon on the 24th of October, Aquarius. And I keep seeing a symbol of like a circle. It's like a half circle that turns into an arrow. Kind of like a replay button. I feel as though that kind of ties into when I was saying that you were having identity issues when that came up in your September reading, Aquarius. I feel as though you're going to be doing a lot of karmatic things. Like a lot of things are going to keep coming around and happening, and you're going to keep feeling like Twilight Zone, or like Groundhog's Day, like you've been through this before. The same problems keep coming up, or the same issues, or people keep coming to you about the same things, and you're like, I thought we already talked about that. I feel like it's going to keep coming because you're not paying attention to it. You're not learning that lesson that you need to. You're not focused on all that inner work that needs to happen, because I feel like you're too focused on the external part of it, and that could be a defense mechanism because you're too afraid to go deep, to open up, to talk about those hard issues, whether it's with somebody else or whether it's with looking at yourself in the mirror and trying to work on being a better you. I think you don't like the touchy-feely stuff for some of you, okay? But you need to. All right, Aquarius, for the month of October 2018, what messages do we have for Aquarius for the month of October of 2018? What messages do we have for Aquarius in the month of October 2018? Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Still feeling that spastic energy. Like, I felt calm before your reading. I feel hyper. Like I don't want to sit down. Like, ugh. Like, I feel like I've drank like 6 espresso shots. You know? Like, I can't even... Okay. Juggling. Oh, okay. That juggling, that's the kind of what I feel like. I'm juggling the cards, like that energy, that woo, yeah, roller coaster wave, riding the wave. Whoa, okay. Let's see what those were. We're gonna go with that. Okay. Aquarius, few extra fell out at the end, but we're going to go with those as your outcome. We're going to do like a triangle. Okay. That makes sense. Remember how I was saying that circle with the arrow kept coming back? I find it interesting because that kind of gives me the feeling of this third card that I pulled for you, the 2 of Pentacles, this woo, or the circle coming around. And again, like, on a racetrack, you get on, oh, you're on it again, and then again, and again, around and around and around. Like, that's the energy. And then I think it's funny that 3 cards fell out for your final outcome card, and something just told me to wave around them. So I feel like this has happened before for you. This final outcome has happened, and it's happening again. But let's start from the beginning. So Aquarius, you've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. So I've always really fancied the Queen of Wands in the upright position. I am a Sagittarius, and she is a wand. So I do feel like this is a fire sign or someone with fire personality or characteristics. And I also always get the Leo energy too, because there's sunflowers and she's wearing yellow, and she's got the lions on each of her side and the cat and on her throne. But in the reverse, okay, so I'm feeling like, and I also associate the Queen of Wands with like higher learning, with like the 9th house. Okay. And so with it in reverse, I'm feeling like, this is not you, but this is who you need to be. Remember, I was talking about you need to concentrate on your 5-year plan, your 200-year plan. You need to focus on all that internal work, and in the reverse, you're not doing that. The queen in the upright position to me is a queen who, you know, she's fiery, but to me, she's fiery, but she has so much poise. Like, she's distinguished, she's eloquent, she's light. She's a good queen ruler. She's knowledgeable and wise, but you know, and she is very diplomatic, and she will talk to you in a very respectful manner, but she's also one who won't tolerate the shit. Like, she's the type of person who's like, you know, that one person that is always cool, but then they'll snap and tell you what's what, and you're like, whoa, never expected that from that. Like, she will be authoritative, the emperor type energy, when she has to. But she just don't want to do that, and don't make her do that, okay? In the reverse, I feel like you need to be more this. I feel like you're not... I feel like more you're the Page of Wands, which is your second card energy. He's got that kind of like enterprising, onto new adventures, new careers. Like I said, you might be switching jobs or moving, new changes. Very youthful. The page always has that kind of like full young man type energy. And beginning with the Queen of Wands in reverse, either this is something, you know, you're more in this energy. Remember I said you want to be out in the world. To me, the Page of Wands is someone who's out in the world. But you've got the Wands here, the Queen. And so you're more in this mindset. And you need to be working on those skills to be more of a queen. And even if you're a guy, like the Queen of Wands has really good personality characteristics that you could totally adopt as your own. I find it really interesting that they're both wands. So maybe this is a Aquarius masculine. This is you, and maybe your significant love in your life, or your partner, or someone you're working with is also a fire sign. This could be Aries, Aquarius, or Leo. But I feel more so there's a Leo or a Sagittarius. Did I say Aquarius? You're the Aquarius. You guys could be back to, you know, not facing each other, not getting along. Yeah, going two separate ways. I'm definitely going to clarify that. I think this Two of Pentacles is definitely your energy. I was feeling spastic, and this, like, you're making choices, and you're I don't know. I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that. This is fun, changing and choices and woo, you know, but it's also tiring you and stressing you out at the same time too. So I feel like this is your energy, that's spastic. I feel like this month you're going to feel like you're on a roller coaster. Like, it's going to be fun and exhilarating, and then it's going to make you sick, and then you're going to be like, oh, I like change. Oh, wait, no, I don't like change. And I really feel like it has to do with like your choices, like your careers, because we've got the Pentacles. But like, be careful, because look at the water in the background. It's sloshing up and down and up and down. And this is, I mean, you're making your own self seasick in a sense. So it's like, I think that's where it comes in of making that 5-year plan. Like, you know, it's neat to be in your mind and just make choices and live, you know, what's it called? What's the metaphor? Live, you know, by the seat of your pants, or whatever, however they say it. But you don't want to always be in the Two of Pentacles type energy, because it's not balanced. It's not harmonious. It's, you know, it's like somebody, you know, like a waiter in a restaurant, and they're holding, you know, 8 drinks and their arms shaking as they go to the table. Like, that's the energy I get. And that's what I felt for you for this month. So definitely, like, bring it inside, you know, be more like the Queen of Wands, which you're not being. I feel like there's some very young masculine energy. So this could be a message for a young Aquarius masculine energy. I'm feeling like in your 20s to 30s, but still young, like young-minded. You know, the Ten of Pentacles comes up for you next. So I feel like you may be an Aquarius that may be in a relationship. You may have a wonderful family and kids, and you got this Ten of Pentacles. So maybe the choices you are making, you know, have worked out for you or are working out for you. And you are, I mean, all these, maybe you're juggling more than one job, possibly. Maybe you're adding on another job. Maybe that's where the career comes. And it's, and from the cards, it's, you know, upright, it's going to come to you. And the Ten of Pentacles is a beautiful card. I mean, it's 10, it's even, it's grounded, it's equal, it's balanced. There's happiness, there's family and celebration. So, I mean, career-wise, whatever you are doing, I mean, the energy, it's not how I feel comfortable doing it, but it works for you and it is working. And I feel the next is the Six of Wands. So you are going to be rewarded. But you know what? I hate this. I hate this feeling that I'm getting, but I kind of feel as though you do have a happy family. But I think with all of the attention you get, because you like to be out in the world, you like different jobs and careers, you're an adventurer in a sense. You like new journeys. You like things a little crazy. Like, I kind of get the feeling that you kind of, what's that called? Adrenaline junkie. You kind of get off on the craziness of life, but you're also trying to maintain this well-balanced home, you know, family. I feel like you're married with children, animals, you know, but I think you get a lot of attention in different facets of your life because you're so out there in the public. Maybe you know, a lot of people know you. And that brings me to your final outcome. And then I feel that you've gone through this before. So possibly you're an Aquarian who is on their second or third marriage. I really feel like you've done this before. Maybe this is a blended family. Or I feel as though, yeah, I feel this has happened before. Yes. And so what happens, I'm getting the vibe, is that with this imbalancedness, I mean, I feel like Aquarians, you really do want this life, but your behaviors and the temptations you get and the adrenaline and the high you get from your work and from being noticed and being out there in the world and so popular, you kind of let it go to your head a little bit. And you don't let it make you stay grounded, and it causes this to happen. And I feel like you've been here before. So the final outcome, the first card that came was the Tarot, or the Tower in reverse. So the Tower can be seen in, you know, in a good light and the negative light. A lot of people, you know, that I watch and follow, and the research that says that the Tarot is a good card because, you know, in the upright position, it means that, you know, you have fallen, but you know, because, you know, yeah, crown. Sorry, something just popped out to me. Okay. High horse, being on your high horse, crown on your head. You're the type of person that think you are the man or you are the woman. And you've fallen off that peg a few times. But I think this is kind of relationships. I kind of feel like you are the type that has a wandering eye. So I feel like there may have been some affairs in the past, or you may have, for those of you Aquarians who are in a different relationship or on a second or third marriage, you may have been the cause in the past of that changing. Okay. I feel like this is you've fallen out of relationship because of that. Okay, but it was in reverse. So, yeah. I'm going to want to clarify this. You have me a little bit stumped, okay? I feel that this is your energy. And every time, I know Aquarian's an air sign, but for the longest time when I think Aquarius, I think water. I do, water bearer. I just always think, and every time I see the Queen of Cups, I always think Aquarian male, masculine energy. And to me, honestly, when I see the King of Cups, you know, a lot of people say, oh, okay, so like cups, love, relationships, you know, this is, you know, upright. The King's, you know, passionate, loving, you know, king. But I always feel some arrogance with the King of Cups, and like kind of like, you know, you see the fish in the sea. It's like he's in charge of the fish of the sea. He has the necklace, and it's like he's the type of kind of leader that gives, you know, like he hoards the food, the fish for his kingdom, and he here's 1 for you and 10 for me, and I have, like, I don't know. He's just always giving me a weird vibe. That's just me. And I feel that's Aquarian energy, and it's caused in the past the feeling of the Ten of Swords, of either you being stabbed in the back, or someone stabbing you in the back, or having your hands tied behind your back. I don't think you're one that likes committed relationships. I don't think you like to be tied down. And when you start feeling tied down in your home and your relationship, that's when the relationship doesn't work. That's kind of what I feel. And like I said, this message may not resonate with everyone, but I'm going to definitely want to clarify that. But I think this has happened before. Yeah, let's clarify. Let's clarify these messages for Aquarius in the month of October 2018. Please help me clarify the messages given to Aquarius in the month of October 2018 with this Queen of Wands in reverse. That happened quick. Okay, you got the Blossom card. So I love this because I love mirroring cards together. I really feel like the energy from this Blossom card is very much the same as the Queen of Wands card, but this was in the reverse. So I really feel like you need to be in the love and the light. You really need to be blossoming things in your life, in your world. You need to be focusing on creating things that last a long time. Using that, even though you're Aquarius, I'm getting kind of the fiery energy from you, that like anxious, quick, rush, you know, energy from you, and you need to harness that, and kind of like an Aquarian way. Like she has this ball of fire, but how she's manifesting it and moving it with her hands is very like fluid like to me. So I really feel like, you know, and I know you're an air sign, but you need to channel that energy that you have in a very productive way. It's kind of the vibe I get. Okay. This is Page of Wands for Aquarius in the month of October 2018. What's this Page of Wands? Okay. Reach out. Okay. So Page of Wands, reach out. There's a lot of different hands and people. So like I was saying, you really want to be out in the world. You're changing careers. You're just out in the public. And so you may be reaching out. Like I was saying, you know, reaching out to the web of people, whether that's for your career, your new job, the jobs you have. I feel as though you have more than one job, lots of little jobs. You're reaching out to multiple people. And that's good for you, because that's what brings this Ten of Pentacles eventually towards the middle of the month, or right now in your recent present for you. What's this Two of Pentacles? What things is Aquarius deciding on, or two things that he's having to juggle in his life, or two people? Embrace upside down. You know, in the upright position, this Embrace card, I feel like, is someone who has mastered and embraces all things. The heart, the world, his self, his inner self. Like, you've embraced it all, the whole universe. Like, and it's a high card. So, and I feel like it came in the reverse. So you aren't embracing everything. You're juggling too many things at once. You may not be paying attention to the things you really do need to be paying attention to in life. And that's causing some rocky relationships or things. Yeah. What's this Ten of Pentacles for Aquarius? Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Well-deserved reward. So, you know, even though you may be a workhorse, you may be juggling a bunch of jobs, whatever you're doing, Aquarius, it is working for you. I mean, you do have the Ten of Pentacles and well-deserved reward. And so this picture is very happy. You know, they're feasting, they're celebrating, they're entertaining. So, you know, you will be reaping what you sow. It just is what it is. But I really think, you know, career-wise, things are going well for you. It's just that inner peace and that relationship component. I really see a lot of self-centered type energy and cards for you, focusing on yourself and career and the very like surface. And I really feel like the challenge for Aquarians is to really foster deepening your relationships with your immediate family and your relationships and love. Yeah. What's the Six of Wands card? Feeling alone in reverse. Six of Wands card. You know, he is alone on his horse. So maybe you are aware that, you know, with all this career and work going on, maybe you are aware that you would like a relationship. You've been alone for a while. Maybe you're a single Aquarius. And you felt alone, but it's in reverse. So it makes me feel like you don't feel like you're alone. So maybe you do like being single. Maybe you do like playing the field. Aquarius, you really have me confused. Like, seriously, in this reading, I really feel like I can't definitively make a statement. Like, I feel so certain on some of my readings. I really feel like a lot of this Two of Pentacles energy, like, I'll start to read it, the card one way, and then I'm like, nah, I don't think that's the right way to read it. I don't know that, like, you're confusing. you know, like, I feel like that's how people feel around you this month, or they have felt about you, Aquarius, that you're a very confusing type person. Like, you're wishy-washy, you know? Yeah. All right, the final outcome, this Tower and King of Cups and this Eight of Swords in reverse. What has been rewinding and happening? What lessons has Aquarius been having to go through over and over again that he or she is just not learning? That's what I'm feeling. What is this final outcome? Your base chakra is possibly blocked. And to me, base chakra, down low, sensual, red, passion. You may not be getting any if you're single. Crown chakra is open. So yeah, that's so funny. So like, crown chakra to me is, you know, the head, the thoughts. Like, you got the crown chakra, you got the logic going, you've got the career, the money, you know, you're working in the mind, you know, the left side of the brain, you got that. But when it comes to the base chakra, down deep, you know, foundation and passion and relationships, it's blocked. Like, and I feel as though you're the one that's been blocking it. You don't want it. You're not letting it in. Maybe you've been hurt in the past. Maybe you're one of those people that kind of like, if you're a guy, you're like, I hate women. Or if you're a girl, you're like, I just hate guys now. Like, maybe you just don't want a relationship. But I do see relationship in here for a lot of you. Okay, so with this base chakra in reverse, the next message is strengthening bonds. You really need to go back to the life force in your world. Number one, from the beginning, you need to be spending time with family, yourself and nature, going back to strengthening bonds if you're in a relationship, because I feel like you're losing the sight of what's truly important in life, and that is love. And the clarity of belief is in reverse. So, yeah, and I think that kind of goes with the Ten of Swords in reverse. And that's where that identity crisis I was talking about earlier and last month too. Like, it's kind of like you're like a robot. You get up and you do your job, you do your things. You're not living, I'm trying to look for the right words, Aquarius. You're not living a fruitful, deep, passionate life, you know? Like, I'm worried that like at the end of your life, you're going to be like, I missed out on so much of that the cups type of thing, the cups, you know, in life. You were too busy about getting that next dollar or being seen and not about the things that truly matter. Aquarius. What messages does Spirit have for Aquarius? Help me out, guides. Tell Aquarius what they need to know for the month of October 2018. What do they got to be working on? What do they need to know? Guides, help me for Aquarius in the month of October 2018. Okay, that flipped. Okay, accept struggles as life lessons in the reverse. So that's where that circle and that arrow is coming to me, and that you're repeating things over and over again. You are not, I just get the feeling like you're missing the lesson. Like there's a lesson here that you need to learn and you're just not getting it. So it seems as though like some things are playing on repeat for you. Or you don't think you're struggling at all. So you're not really seeing the lessons that are in front of you. Because I think maybe you're a little blinded. You think that everything's fine. Yeah, Aquarius. That person, everything's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, no, there's no problem. And this is in reverse. Your guide cards are both in the reverse. Love is your energy in reverse. I don't think love is your energy. And I think, but you need it. You need to work on these lessons and you need to focus more on love, Aquarius. Okay? Yeah, love is not in your energy right now. One more. Yeah. Follow the golden rule. Okay? And let go of your ego. And I'm looking at that card. Aquarius, I'm not trying to be mean. I don't have nothing against Aquarius, but I just feel like whoever this reading is for, you think you're all that in a bag of potato chips, you know, and you're really closing out the people in your life that love you or could love you. And you're going to end up, later in life, you're going to end up looking around. You're going to have this 10 of Pentacles, but who you're going to have to celebrate it with? Yeah. So, Aquarius, yeah. Let's make love your goal for the rest of the year. And if you're someone in a wonderful, beautiful relationship, then maybe this message was not for you. And maybe it's more of the career focus. But Aquarius, if this message resonated with you, and I feel as though this would be the one where someone would be like, that it doesn't. But it is what it is. And remember, not, it's a general reading, so I'm not going to reach everybody. But if you did like this reading and it resonated with you in some way, shape, or form, please like, share, and subscribe this video, Aquarius. Please leave a comment for me in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. If you're interested in a personal reading, please feel free to look at the description box below. It has details on how to schedule a personal reading. You can email me at FollowYourArrowTarot@gmail.com, and or you can direct message me on FollowYourArrowTarot on Facebook and Instagram. Aquarius, yeah, lots of lessons, lots of growing to do. Lots of growing up to do as well, but I welcome you back to my channel and for the month of November, and I really hope that you've made some progress in the next few months coming ahead, and have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your Libra season, and I hope you have a joyful Halloween as well. All right, Aquarius, thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your month.